Mario Party 3, the final Mario Party for the Nintendo 64. While I don't think it's the best of the N64, I will say that it does have some great minigames. And a ton of them too. With over 70 different minigames, there are bound to be some good ones. And some that really suck too. Out of the first 3 Mario Party games, I'd say that Mario Party 3 has the most amount of bad minigames. But that makes sense seeing as there are over 70 original Mario Party minigames here. Yeah, no Mario Party 1 and 2 minigames made a return. And the more there are, the more that'll be pretty mediocre. But what are the worst of the worst? Well, let's find out. Hand, Line, and Sinker. In this very odd 1v3 minigame, the team of 3 has been turned into fish and must keep away from the grasp of the one player's weird hand fishing pole thing. Did I mention this minigame is weird? This minigame is very easy for the one player to win since all you have to do is throw the hand out and reel it in. The fish don't even get the button mash out of it or anything. And if one of the fish gets caught, then they're out, and it's up to the remaining players or player to survive for the team of 3 to win. But let's say the one player really sucks or is a CPU player, then looks like you'll have to wait a full minute for this minigame to end. If this minigame were like 20 seconds shorter, then I think I'd be fine with it, but since you have to survive in the water for a whole minute, good luck. It's pretty easy if you're going up against computer players, but if a human player is the one fishing, then you're pretty much screwed. The beat goes on. In this 4-player minigame, a Shy Guy plays 4 drum beats and each player must copy it while also adding their own note to lengthen the song. This is another minigame that is just way too long. The total amount of buttons that can be added to the pattern is 16, which is absolutely outrageous. Why not just stop it at like 10 or something? There also isn't much to this minigame. You're just hitting drums for like 5 minutes, which really isn't that fun to play or watch. And this is a personal thing, but I am pretty bad at this minigame. I can do fine at the beginning, but I have a really hard time keeping things memorized because I'm a dumbass or something. But even if I was really good at this minigame, I'm sure I'd still put it on this list for how long it is and how bland it is. Title Toss. In this 4-player minigame, one player has to ground pound the plank in the middle while the other 3 players jump over the tidal waves produced by the ground pounds. This looks like a fine minigame, but the one thing that ruins it is the stun time the 3 players suffer. In an attempt to balance the minigame, if a player of the team of 3 is hit, they will be stuck in a stun animation for way too long. During the stun, they can move closer to the middle to avoid falling off the edge. This makes the minigame so easy for the team of 3 since they have such a large window to recover. The tidal waves are also not that hard to dodge, but the botched attempt of balancing this minigame is what gave it a spot on this list. End of the Line. End of the Line is a dual minigame where both players have to pick one of 2 paths. One will send you to the next set of paths while the other sends you back to the beginning. That's it. It's pretty much a luck-based minigame with some memorization thrown in. And it's even a dual minigame, which I think is ridiculous. Imagine this. You land on the same space as an opponent, or worse, you pay for a dual glove to duel an opponent for a large sum of cash only to get this pitiful excuse for a minigame. Merry-Go Chomp and Stacked Deck. Yeah, I'm picking 2 for the number 1 spot, but that's because they're pretty much the exact same minigame. Well, they both play differently, but they both have a similar theme: luck-based battle minigames. In Merry-Go Chomp, you pick a color on a spinning wheel and hope you don't stop next to the chain chomp. Fun. While in Stacked Deck, you have to ground pound a card. If it's Toad, you stay, Baby Bowser, you're out, and if it's Boo, the player order is shuffled. I will admit that Merry-Go Chomp is worse in terms of how the minigame is played, but Stacked Deck isn't much better, so I decided to lump them together. If you've seen my other Mario Party videos so far, you'll know that I'm not a big fan of luck-based minigames. but they aren't always bad. Hide and seek is pretty much luck, and while I do think it is one of the weaker minigames in Mario Party 3, at least it becomes more fair for the one player the further you progress in the minigame. And End of the Line is a game of memorization with luck thrown in, but Merry-Go Chomp and Stack Deck are just plain luck. And when the game forces you to bet a hefty amount of coins with these two minigames, then you might as well just shuffle everyone's coins without even playing the minigame, because what's the point? And that was my list of my top 5 least favorite Mario Party 3 minigames. I hope you enjoyed the video, and next time I'll go over my top 10 favorite Mario Party 3 minigames. Please leave your least favorite Mario Party 3 minigames in the comment section below. I'd love to see them. With that being said, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next time.